Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today is another tumbler day. Tumblers are flying out the door these days. I have another order from Melissa. She did order that Beauty and the Beast one the other day. That was hers. And then she decided she wanted one more for another daughter. And the daughter has chosen this picture to go on her tumbler. I guess she really loves Halloween and she wanted a Halloween tumbler. So I had them go on to Creative Fabrica, choose whichever one they wanted and tell me which one it was. So I just printed this out on my vinyl. And this was made for a 20-ounce straight. So if you have Creative Fabrica, you can choose whether you want 20-ounce straight, 30-ounce straight, or tapered, and then you just print out your picture. If you want to go into the link in my description, you can get savings on that if you want to get their subscription, which I think I just paid. They had a sale. I think it was like $50 a year or $60. I don't remember what it was, but it was a really big sale. So I did add the link below if you're interested in joining them, because there are millions and millions of pictures and fonts and what have you. So they did have a hard time choosing. I could not choose for them because I had no idea what they were looking for. So it always works out if they want a vinyl for them to choose their own. So this is the one we're going to do. We're just going to add a little bit of sparkle to it. So this one should be pretty easy for all you new ones on the tumblers. So I'm going to get my stuff ready. I'm going to get this cut to the right size and we'll start. They wanted a 20-ounce straight tumbler. So mine was 7 3/4 tall. So I'm just going to get this cut to that height and 9 3/8 around. I'm going to do it just a hair bigger because I'd rather trim it than be too small. Actually, I want to cut off just this edge without the hair in it. So I'll cut off a little bit from each side. That way it's not lopsided. I've had to do these before twice. Hopefully I don't have to do that. Okay, so let's see if this fits around the cup. I did leave room. I'm trying not to touch it much because I didn't seal it yet. I will seal it with a little bit of clear spray. Yeah, see? Okay, well, I'm going to be using washi tape, so I'm going to be going up the back with the washi tape as well. So that's okay, because I always like to cover the seam, whether they come together or not. Like, let me show you again. Even if they came together perfectly, the picture doesn't match. So regardless, I will be going up the back with washi tape, and then the sides and the top with a corresponding color. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to go spray seal this with some Mod Podge clear spray sealer, and then once it dry, I'll put a couple coats on. It'll dry really quick. Once it dries, we'll get it wrapped. So a couple things I did to prep everything. I took my Mod Podge sealer and I sprayed this twice just to seal in the inks from my printer. I don't want any of the inks bleeding when we put resin on it. I don't want them cracking when we wrap it. So I did that and then set that aside. Then I took some black spray paint and I spray painted the bottom edge and the top edge where the stainless steel will be showing from the photo. And now what I'm going to do before I start with that, there's a little indentation on the bottom of the tumblers that I buy. I'm going to take my UV resin And I'm going to use the sparkle that I'm going to put into the resin. And I'm just going to mix it up and get this flat. That way I have a flat surface on the bottom to put my little sticker and the washing instructions on. And then I'm going to get that cured before we wrap it in the vinyl. So I'm just going to take a little cup and pour some of this in there. I don't really know how much I need, but... And then we'll get some of this sparkle. This stuff, it goes a very long way, so you do not need much at all. But I just wanted the bottom to kind of match everything else. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on the bottom and get it cured. So to put the vinyl on, I cut off a tiny piece of vinyl just to expose one strip of that. That way we can get it arranged on the tumbler without committing. We just want to see if it's going to fit first. I know they make a tool to get a straight edge. I do not have that tool, but I should get it. See, that's why you need it, because it's not straight. I'm going to try to get a straight edge, and then I will show you as soon as I get it. It took a couple tries, but it finally is lining up. So then you're just going to peel the backing off slowly. You can get a scraper or use your hand and just go slow so you don't get any air bubbles underneath, and that backing should just automatically roll off. If not, you can pull it off a little bit at a time. And there you go. No bubbles. I took my time. Obviously, I sped it up for you. We're just going to cover all these seams with some washi tape. So let me go find some that'll look good with this one, and then we'll get that put on. I'm going to just use plain black on this one, I think, just to go along with the current theme. I have not used this kind, so I'm definitely going to seal it in. I don't know how well it is to stick by itself without sealing before any epoxy on here. So I'm just going to get it on, trim it, do the top and the bottom. All right, it's ready for sealer. I'm just going to go out and respray it again, making sure that I get the tape, mostly the tape. And then we will go ahead and get some resin mixed up with a little bit of sparkle and continue. It's all dry. I've got my collector's mat underneath in case it gets drips. I have mixed 20 milliliters. That's kind of where I start for a 20-ounce tumbler. If it was a 30-ounce tumbler, I would start with 30 mils. We're probably not going to use all of this, but that's kind of just a starting point. So I'm just going to finish getting this. I have a little bit of that sparkle glitter put in here like I put on the bottom. And then this is fast set epoxy, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put 2 or 3 coats on this. So I'm going to put my Resiners curing machine over this, since I'm only having 1 cup turn. That machine cures 2 at a time. So since I don't have 4 going, I think I'm going to put the machine on it. So I'm just gonna start with the bottom, which I did put my sticker on already, which I forgot to show you, but we'll get you in the end. Start on the bottom, and I just kind of work my way up. And I let the turner do all the work. I just pour my resin on my finger, and I just let the turner do the turning for me. And then once I have the whole thing coated, I'll just even it out, going from bottom to top. And then I'll just let it cure. This is a little off level. I just want to get it level. I'm actually going to push it in to get it better level. And then we'll just go over it again since I've been messing with it with my fingers. We don't need a thick coat. We just want a thin coat. If you have to do an extra one, that's fine. You don't want it to pool at the bottom. And then use your heat gun or your torch and get the bubbles out. Whoops. Here's the final product. It's all covered. I think I put 4 coats on this one. I don't know if you could see the sparkle in it. I hope you like it. You chose your photo. I hope I did you justice. Here's the bottom. I think I forgot to show you. Oops, something on there. There we go. Of course, the dog's got to be in all my shots. Oops. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope I've inspired you to do something. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.